Hey guys, it's me JSHDIY and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be testing out no glue water slime recipes to see which of these recipes actually work. So if you want to see which of these water slime recipes work, grab a snack or a drink and just keep on watching. Today's notification squad shoutouts go to John, Lily Deng, Ryan Label, and also Fumni Karhind. The first no glue water slime recipe we are going to be testing out today is DIY soft serve matcha slime. This recipe claims that if you take foaming hand soap, matcha, and also some clay, it will make slime that is supposed to be matcha scented and also feel like soft serve. So we are going to be testing this out to see if this actually works. I've never made soft serve slime before, but basically all you are supposed to use is something that you want to flavor the type of slime you're making. So we're making the matcha soft serve, so you need actual matcha powder, but if you're making a chocolate soft serve, you can add in chocolate powder, and then you also have to add in foaming hand soap into the clay, and once you mix it up, it is supposed to give you a soft serve texture, and you're just supposed to continue adding in whatever add-in until it is fully colored and scented, and you are supposed to add in foaming hand soap until it is completely runny, and then you're supposed to spread it out on a surface and let it dry, and then mix it together and put it into a plastic bag so that you can do the soft serve piping. This was my first time making slime like this, but I figured it would work because of the clay, and after it dried out for a little bit, it did turn into slime because the foaming hand soap helps dry out the clay just enough so that it can feel like slime, but also it is in between being like a sticky slime and also like a butter slime. So the texture of this was really unique. I put it into a plastic bag with a piping tip, and I piped out some lines of our matcha soft serve slime, and I kind of just swirled it into our little soft serve and put it in this little container so that we would have our ultimate matcha soft serve slime. I can confirm that the foaming hand soap soft serve method of making no glue actually does work, so this is a thumbs up from me. Next no glue slime recipe we're going to be testing out says that if you take this crystal clear facial gel cleanser, which I've never seen before, and add in borax, it will make slime once it has dried out. Apparently the first ingredient on this is polyvinyl, and sure enough it was, and all you're supposed to do is add in a little bit of borax activator and mix until activated, except for some reason for me it did not activate at all. It just turned clear and kind of thickened up a little bit, so I tried to add in a little bit more of the activator, but this was not doing anything at all, so I decided I would just let this sit and see if it would possibly dry out. Because there's polyvinyl in it, I thought that maybe it would dry out and turn into a slime, so I let this sit overnight, and this is what I came back to the next day. As you guys can see, it was opaque again, which was interesting, and it was pretty sticky, but it did turn into slime, which was very weird because at first it did not activate, but this cleanser slime actually does work, and it is so weird that there is borax in it. I was thinking it was going to be a fail, but this, I guess, did work. So this recipe was a success. The next no glue slime recipe we're going to be testing out says that this coconut water shampoo makes slime just by adding in a little bit of salt and also canola oil spray for baking sheets. So this was so weird, but apparently you're just supposed to take some water, the coconut water shampoo as well, and also add in some salt and the spray, and you're supposed to mix everything together. And apparently this method of all the ingredients together is supposed to give you a super thick clear slime. And when I mixed everything together, I noticed that I could poke it without it sticking, but I let this sit for a couple of days to clear up, and it did become crystal clear again, which I was not thinking it was going to because of the canola oil, but the slime felt really good, and it did feel less sticky than a normal coconut water shampoo slime, and it was super nice and stretchy because of the water as well. So this did work, except for it was a lot stickier than most shampoo slimes just because of the water content, but I knew that if we didn't add in the water, it wouldn't have been as stretchy, so sadly this was kind of a half fail. The next no glue slime recipe we're going to be testing out is a water slime recipe that so many of you guys have asked me to try. So starting off for this, you need 2 separate cups, and into those 2 cups you want to add in some sea salt. I want you guys to know that this is like salt water and not borax, because some people will comment that it's borax, not salt. So let me take a sip. It's not going to be very yummy, but I just want to show you guys that it's like actually salt, so this is the best way for me to do it. It's salt water, which tastes like the ocean. Okay, so anyways, now that you guys know that it's fully water, you're also supposed to add in a little bit of food coloring into both sides. I made mine pink and blue, and then you're supposed to add in this Neutrogena oil-free shampoo, and this is the specific one you are supposed to add. This shampoo comes in a super small bottle, which already allows me to know that it was super concentrated, and when I mixed it all together, it did start to form a slime. It was not really mixing well together, so I had to pour it into a separate container and mix until all the water was mixed in. But this shampoo was literally so weird because it just became so thick from the salt and it fully activated just from the salt water, which was really weird, except for there was all this excess water that had salt in it that would not mix in, so I had to dump it into the cup. But after mixing both sides, I realized that this recipe does work and that this Neutrogena shampoo is super weird. I had to add in a little bit more coloring to one of these sides because it wasn't very strong in color because I had to dump out the water, and then I added in a little bit more sea salt so that I could thicken them both up a bit, and I popped them into this container and just decided to let it clear up. This was so weird because of all the excess water, but I decided just to put the lid on it to let it sit and hopefully clear up. After around 4 or 5 days, the slime did become clear, and this is what it looked like. As you guys can tell, this water slime recipe did work. The slime was so fun to poke. It was super clicky, and I just loved the two-tone colors that we kind of accidentally made by doing the split cups. So if you have this oil-free Neutrogena shampoo at home, I would really recommend you try making this right now. The next no glue slime recipe we are going to be testing out is DIY fish bag water slime. Starting off, you are going to need any sort of shampoo or any sort of soap really at all at home that you have that activates with salt. If you are super new to my channel and don't even know what type of soap you have at home that activates, just try and find one that just turns into slime by adding in salt, and you definitely also need to catch up on my videos. Anyways, I added in some shampoo into a plastic Ziploc bag, and then I also got some goldfish to act as the fish for the fish in the bag, and I just set these aside for later. Moving back to our shampoo, you just want to add in a little bit of salt at a time. You want to do this very, very slow. You only need literally probably only like 12 granules of salt to activate this type of a bag of shampoo. So I just activated it until it was fully activated, and I put it back in the bag. And then I added in the goldfish and let this sit to clear up. Most shampoo slimes will clear up in under 2 weeks. Mine took fully 2 weeks because my slime was super thick, but you shouldn't have to wait this long for yours. As you guys can see, the goldfish did totally kind of melt into the slime, so I just took them out. The next no glue slime recipe we're going to be testing out is Pinterest cookie dough crayon slime. Starting off in a microwave safe container, you need to add in some cornstarch and shampoo and a crayon of your choice, but preferably brown to color as cookie dough. Next, pop this all into the microwave and microwave until the crayon has fully melted. Mine kind of exploded, and once you take it out of the microwave, you want to mix everything together super well. Because the crayon is melted, you can fully mix everything together, but once it has cooled down, you will get a slime consistency because of the wax adding extra hardness to our mixture after it has cooled down. And you also want to continue to add in extra shampoo because we're going to be adding in a little bit of salt so that we can get more of a slime-like consistency instead of a putty. But this recipe works super well because when you take any sort of flour or cornstarch and microwave it with a crayon, for some reason it fully makes slime, and this is something I found out on my channel recently. This all takes a lot of mixing, and sometimes it will become a little bit sticky, but when it becomes sticky, you just need to add in some more salt to reactivate the shampoo that is in it, and that will turn it all back into slime. You can really play with all the proportions and the ingredients for this slime until you are happy with the texture of your slime. It can get a little bit messy, but as you guys can see, we get this incredible cookie dough slime without any glue or borax, and it is so cool. I also added in these little fake chocolate chips just to fully finish off our DIY no glue cookie dough slime that you can make at home. Then I just popped our slime or cookie dough into two separate little containers, but I recommend if you do this to also add in a little bit of water into your containers just so that they don't become stiff next time you play with them, because once the cornstarch has settled, it does get a little bit stiff. So you can just run your slime under the faucet for a second to stretch in your slime up a bit. For some reason, I get so many requests to show you guys how to make slime with pink Himalayan salt, so today we're going to be doing that. Starting off, I added in some Pantene shampoo into my container, a little bit of water, and then I added in the Himalayan pink and salt. Then I just put our lid on the slime to just let this sit for the salt to be able to be absorbed into our slime and not get any air bubbles. For this slime, you need to let it sit for 3 days so that all the salt can be absorbed, and once you have let it sit for 3 days, and there's no excess water on the top, you should fully have a slime that is ready to be played with. If you are not new to my channel, you already know at the end of every video, I like to mix something into slime. So today we are going to be mixing in this color changing jelly lipstick. Comment below what you think is going to happen. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and making it till the very end. I had a great time hanging out with you guys today, and if you did too and you are new to my channel, make sure you are subscribed and also click that notification bell to be alerted every single time I post a new video. Also, you guys can follow me on Instagram at JSHDIY to learn a little bit more about me and get behind the scenes on my videos. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys up on one of the videos up on the screen. Bye, guys!